Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh book from Casemate UK. So as you can see, it's part of the illustrated series, and what we get here is a quite interesting part because it is dedicated to the night fighter aces of the Luftwaffe. So-called night yacht or Nachtjagd was used in 1940s, 1943 on their famous Bf-110, and here you get a quite detailed account on how these units operated, which aircraft they were using, and of course a lot of photos inside. And as you can see, I get the final state, let's say, or shape of this book, so it means you will be able to get exactly the same thing if you order it from Casemate publisher website. And it's a still soft cover. As you can see, it's probably more than 100 pages inside, and we have the cover print inside, of course, but there will be probably the black and white photos. So without further ado, let's open it and take a look at the contents page. I'm trying to separate the pages, so that's why I'm a bit slow here. Maybe we should actually close the lenses a bit, and now you can see how many chapters are here. So we get different parts which are placed in a chronological order, so it will be actually useful in order to understand how these units were used and how successful they were during the operations on various theaters. And here, by the way, you can see the timeline of events. And next we continue with the introduction. We also get the explanation of this Nachtjagd emblem and also black and white photos. So here is the interesting part, because there will be some rare photos which were not published before, so that's why pay attention to these photos if you get this book, because they might be handy for some weathering ideas, and they might be handy also for some diorama build ideas. In the worst case, they are also useful for the history fans. Well, it's not the worst case, but the case of those who are not building the models in whatever size they prefer. So as you can see, we get the damaged aircraft, we also get the detailed shots of various aircraft, and as well as the emblems. And here you can see also Dornier aircraft, how they were used in the night fighter version. So this is also interesting thing. And here you get the Junkers 88 in profile. So as for this in profile section, do not expect the highly detailed marking options, if we can put it this way, but still you will be able to find some marking options which are different from those which are supplied in the out-of-the-box markings. But as you can see, there are not that many of them, so that's why it is a question whether you would like to replicate those, but some of them are quite interesting, especially this mottled camouflage. It was always cool to see on various models, and here you get some history note on the pilots as well. As you can see, even the cover photos are included here, which is quite interesting. And of course the detailed photos again of the various Dornier aircraft. So here we have already the battle for the Ruhr. It was happening in January-June 1943. And as you can see, we get the pilot accounts, we also get the aircraft photos, and here we again get some history behind various pilots which were operating on this aircraft. So a lot of useful information, and I can see that we are already on the page 106, and there are still plenty of pages. So all of this ends with the history note about the aircraft which could be used for the further operations. And of course we also get the further reading. So this is something handy in this series of books, because you can get more information with these tips from the author, and I think this is a really cool thing, because they try not to limit you with the publication which you are seeing right now. You can also get some additional information, and of course the price. So the price is written here, and maybe I will take a look as well. It's 24 British pounds, so, or 28, actually 29 US dollars. So in my opinion, it's quite reasonable. It's on the same level as the previous issues from this series, so there is no surprise. And of course, it should be already available, so you can get it on official publisher website. And I would be happy to hear your opinion. So what do you think about such book? Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.